Hello everyone, and welcome to the 7th part of the Divine Skins Wiki tutorial series. Today we're going to cover everything related to voiceovers and sound effects in League modding. We'll also learn what Wwise and Foobar are, and how to use a tool called Bnk Gui by Marilli to edit and replace VO and Sfx files. Wwise is a tool used to convert audio files into the .wem format. .wem files are the sound format used by League of Legends. Foobar is a tool that can convert .wem files into .wav format, which allows you to edit existing League sound files. Audacity is a free audio editing program that lets you cut, edit, and process sound files, including .wav files you want to turn into .wem later. Let's get started. As mentioned back in the very first part of this series, voiceover files are stored in a separate .wad client. You can extract this VO WAD directly into your main mod folder. But keep in mind, don't extract the original .wad client again, or else you will overwrite your mods folder, which would delete your whole process. Now let's go deeper into the sounds folder inside the mod. Let's start by opening the VO and Sfx folders. VO stands for voiceover, meaning the champion's voice lines.
You may now appreciate me.
Sfx refers to sound effects, like the audio for Lux's Q or Kiana's R. Inside both folders, you'll see a familiar structure, folders named Skin 0, Skin 1, and so on. Not every skin has its own voiceover or sound set. To figure out which ones are actually used, you can check the Skin Audio Properties section inside the Champion's bin file, just like we did in Part 2. Now, when you open one of these skin folders, you'll find files like .bnk and .wpk. These are sound bank files used by Riot's audio system. They define how sound effects are grouped, triggered, and played in-game. You don't need to fully understand them to mod them, but just know that .wpk contains the actual audio and .bns contains the event logic. To open and work with these, we'll use a tool called Bnk Gui. Open Bnk Gui, and the first thing it will ask for is a .bin file. Just select the bin file of the skin you're working on, usually Skin 0 bin. Below that, you'll see an option to select an audio file. This is where you open the .wpk file from the VO or Sfx folder. Then select the events file. This is the .bnk. Once both are loaded, click on Parse Files. A list will appear with event names like Play Sfx Champion, Namespell 1, and so on. They're usually pretty self-explanatory. Click on any of the entries, and you'll see a list of random file names or IDs. Don't worry too much about those. Just click on them to preview the sounds.
Don't bring that trash over here. You forgot to bow. Such insolence!
Now let's move on to Wwise. Wwise is the tool used to create and convert sound files into .wem, which is the audio format used by League of Legends. To make or replace our own .wem files, we need a specific version, Wwise 2016.2. Using any other version may cause your sound to be muted in-game. Open the Wwise launcher and click on the Wwise icon. At the bottom, choose Install New Version, then select 2016.2 under Major Versions. Make sure to install all components and don't forget to log in. Once installed, click Launch Wwise. You'll be prompted to create a new project. Just give it any name and click OK. Now this next step is really important. Go to Project greater than Project Settings, then open Source Settings. Under Default Conversion Settings, select Vorbis. Quality High. This step is essential. If you skip it, your sound will likely be muted in-game. Click OK to save. Now go to Project greater than Import Audio Files, click Add Files, and choose your .wav file. Remember, it must be in .wav format, not .mp3. You can convert audio easily using Audacity or any online converter. After selecting your file, click OK and then Import in the bottom right. Then go back to the Project menu and choose Convert All Audio Files. Click OK. Now to find your converted .wem, go back to Import Audio Files and right-click the path next to Audio File Destination. Select Open Containing Folder. The folder that opens is not the final destination. You'll need to go back some folders and find the folder that matches your project name. Then go to .cache to Windows to SFX. That's where your .wem files are stored. Now drag that .wem file to a safe folder like your desktop. Back in Bnk Gui, select the entry with the random numbers again and click Replace WEM data. Choose the .wm file you just created. Quick tip, you can select many files at once by pressing Shift and the left mouse button. Click on Replace WM data and also choose with the Shift left mouse button and click on OK. It will replace many WEMs at once. Then go back to the top, click on the container name, and choose Save as .bnk/.wpk to overwrite the files. Now you can load your mod in CSLOL and test in-game. If your sound doesn't play, double-check that you use the correct Wwise version and that you selected Vorbis, quality high during setup. Now let's quickly cover Foobar. We use Foobar to convert .wem files into .wav format so we can open and edit the sounds in audio programs like Audacity. Start by opening Bnk Gui and exporting the .wem files. You can do this by selecting the container or individual entries, then clicking Export Selection. Next, open Foobar and drag and drop the .wem files into the window. Once they're loaded in, select them, then right-click and choose Convert. From the menu, choose Quick Convert, then select the WAV format and pick a folder where you want the converted files to be saved. That's it. Your League sound files are now in .wav format and ready to be edited. Now let's move on to Audacity. Start by dragging and dropping your .wav files into the Audacity window. From here, you can edit the audio however you want. For example, to increase the volume, press Ctrl+A to select the entire track. Then go to Effect, then Volume and Compression, and choose Amplify. Once you're done editing, go to File, then Export Audio, and choose Export Multiple if you want to convert all your tracks at once. Make sure you export the files as .wav format. This is important for converting them back into .wem with Wwise later. And that's it for today. In this tutorial, we covered the full process of working with League of Legends sound files. We learned how to use Bnk Gui to extract and replace in-game audio, how to use Foobar to convert .wem files into editable .wav format, how to edit those sound files using Audacity, and how to convert them back into .wem using Wwise. Thanks for watching the 7th part of the Divine Skins Wiki tutorial series. See you in the next one.